Hey everyone, if you're like me, you are really just looking for that perfect 20 to 30 minute game that starts the night, ends the night, is like that kind of segue between juicier, heartier games. Well, I have got the perfect game for you. Go! My favorite thing. My favorite thing. I feel like I should say, cue the 8-bit music from, video games of yore. The artwork here in Overboss totally is reminiscent of those 2D scroll games like what I used to play when I was a kid. So nostalgia really does come with this game, with the graphics and with the theme. You are an Overboss trying to create the best Overboss realm. And that's about as far as the theme goes for me because it's really just about matching stuff and getting really cool combos and bonuses. But if that theme totally appeals to you, I think you'll fall in love with the mechanics that come with the theme because that's really where I think this game shines. Here's the deal. You want a shorter game? You want the 20-minute version of Overboss? Play on the smaller map side. Every player is going to get a player board, and they are going to put it on that 3x4, which means that there are only 12 drawing rounds, and that's it. You just draw 12 tiles, place them in your area. Obviously, you're doing it one at a time, but that's the whole game. That's why it takes 20 minutes. If you want a longer game and one that maybe is a little bit more complex with scoring and scoring opportunities, play on the long side. That's your 30-minute game. That is a 4x4 grid or 16 rounds of drawing tiles. So easy. So once players have picked which game they want to play, a long game or a short game, playing the basic game is a breeze to set up because you are going to play like in Cascadia. Now, Cascadia was definitely one of the top games on everyone's charts, top 10 across all platforms. It made my top 10. I thought Cascadia was just really stunning and it grew on me. When I first played it, I was like middling to it. But the more I shared it with players because of how just straightforward and easy it was to teach and play, the more I liked it. So when I say it's like Cascadia, you know the draw phase in Cascadia where you pull a tile and then you pull an animal chit. That's all you do here in this game. So from the stack of all the different rooms that you've selected for that particular game, the rules suggest for your first couple games, play with the basic tiles. I recommend that too. You're going to have stacks shuffled up together and you're going to draw them from the top, flip them over, and then you're going to put all the matching little chits that go with those particular locations into a bag, and you're going to draw those out randomly and place them one with every tile. So when it's your turn as a player, you have 4 options. This combination, the next combination, the third combination, or the fourth combination. You have a tile, and then you have a little chit. It's a little square guy, but it's going to be one of those little tiny guys. That's your choice. You take that, and then you add it into your area. It's so easy, and you just do that 12 times. So it's nice because you have to figure out, well, do I want, what terrain type am I looking for? Am I going for the trees? If I get more and more trees, I get more and more points. If I go for forts, I want to have the different flag colors of my forts, and I want to have a variety. If you get those forts, big points, let me tell you. Swamps give points if they're close to other swamps and if they're close to water. There's just some really cool stuff here, and where you place your tile, there's no restriction. You play it on your board and you can put it in any of your 12 spots. You don't have to go adjacent to a wall or adjacent to another tile that's been previously played. No restrictions there. There are a couple of restrictions when it comes to the little tiny chit, the little square guy. You can add him to the tile you just got as long as it's not a dungeon. Or you can add it to a tile that has a space that was previously played. Now, let's say you get these the little bitty guys, and they go onto a tile that you really don't want to be there because it doesn't help you with scoring in any way. Don't worry, portals let you swap the little bitty tiles, or they let you move one from one place to the other. Crystals give you multipliers for the particular types of tiles you've drawn. So, so nice. So there's the flexibility, but you have to strategically take those crystals to get the victory points. You have to take those portals so that you can actually swap your little bitty chits. So, so fun. Now, I'm just teaching you the basics. There are other advanced tiles. There are character specialty cards where you get to play a particular overboss, and that overboss gives you a unique ability. There are 6 quests you can go on in a solo game. And imagine, solo game, you don't have to wait for everybody else to take their turn. You're just puzzling this out. And I love the puzzle feature to it. You want to maximize your points. You want to just see what other opponents are doing so that you can hopefully make decisions that not only benefit you, but in some ways put them in a tough spot to make choices that they have to struggle with. So, so fun. And again, I think there's just huge potential here for replayability, much like in Cascadia. Say you don't want to play with the forts this game, we'll add a different tile from the advanced version. You don't want to play with forests? Great. You don't want to play with the rocks? Who cares, right? You can choose the ones that you want to use, the ones that you want to combine together to create your stack, to create your possibilities. And it's great. There's also some more aggressive play in here, so if you're up for interactive, really aggressive player-to-player, maybe attacks, that's in here too if you want to play with that particular style. You don't have to though. It's there, you don't have to. So for me, this game is just so clean, it's so easy. It's got a wonderful modular packing system that keeps everything where it needs to be, and it's so organized, and I just absolutely adore it. But every time I pull this game out to play it again and again, I like it more and more. And again, that just reminds me of Cascadia. And so I think it's going to be that perfect 20 to 30 minute game that I pull out whenever, again, I'm going to start a night, end a night, or just play something with new gamers who may not be familiar with all the, really tough stuff. This is a great entry-level game too, but it's got enough oomph to it. It's got enough juice to it that you're just like, you can grab onto just a little bit of strategy, but you don't have to spend the whole night playing it. And I just like that. There's always a need for this kind of game, and I hope Overboss becomes your new 20 to 30 minute go-to game. Well, I'll see you next time. Yay!
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 Yay! Yay!
My favorite thing.